Hey everyone, it's Deanna. I am here with the last process video in the simple stamping series that I've had on my channel. And this layout is going to use stamping in a few different ways. So you'll see that as we move through the video. I'm also doing this layout, another one that is monochromatic, and this one is going to be purple. And I'm scrapbooking a picture of my niece who, it's kind of a funny story. We gave her the camera on Christmas Eve and asked her to take a few pictures of the family. So, she was taking pictures of me and Brian and my son Steven. And later on, we went to go check the pictures, and in the middle of the pictures, there's a little selfie of her sticking her tongue out. So it was just really funny. It's totally her personality. And I talk about this in the journaling, but she's just kind of a free spirit, very fun and loving, and just likes to have fun and joke around. So it was pretty cool that we found that on Brian's phone. So I am using the purple paper is from the My Year My Story, from Kaisercraft, and I did use that collection quite a bit throughout this series. So I really enjoyed it because it had just beautiful colors, and like each month had a different color scheme. So, which was what, really helped get me through the series by doing monochromatic layouts. So, and I'm just using different pieces of the papers in that collection. And I found this card, and I believe it was just a part of the cut aparts from the Kaisercraft collection. And it says, "Let your smile change the world, but do not let the world change your smile." And that is just a perfect little saying for this layout. And I believe that black and clear striped acetate sheet, I think that was pretty much the last of that paper. I used a lot of it throughout this series. I'm not exactly sure that I used all of it, but I think I used all of it, or at least most of it. And that was I think it was from Making Memories or something similar like that. And here's where I'm going to start doing some stamping. I knew that I wanted to use a big phrase in the middle of my journaling. And I knew that I was going to do journaling kind of in a column underneath the photo. And so that's where the love this comes from. So I'm just going to draw some journaling lines above and below that stamp. And I was real nervous, of course, always real nervous when I'm going to stamp on a layout, but especially if it's textured cardstock, because I never know how it's going to turn out. But this one turned out really well. And I'm using some Stampin' Up! Ink, and I think it was Eggplant. And I don't know, I received a few stamp pads from Stampin' Up! Several years ago, and they are so inky and juicy that every time I use them, I get ink all over the place. So there was a moment in the video a few seconds ago where I showed ink all over my hand. So I went off camera and I did the journaling, and now I'm using these chipboard letter, they're not stickers, but I don't think they're stickers. Will we find out here? I don't know. Do I glue them or stick them? I don't know. I must have went off camera and did it. But they're the ones that look like they're dipped in gold by Pink Paisley. And I think it's the C'est La Vie collection. I really love those. I love the font, and of course they're beautiful because they're dipped in gold. But and then the little Adore heart off to the left hand side there, that was actually something a friend of mine gave me when I was working on this series. I was at a crop, and she had been working on some different die cuts that she had done on her Big Kick, and that one was one that she had inked up with purple and did the like clear embossing on top. So it was pretty cool. And I did do some ink splatters. I used gold and black, and right now I'm just putting down some of that really thin washi tape, and it's just the black stripes. And then I want to add a few more little embellishments or layers in here. And so I'm just finding more pieces of the paper, of that paper collection to add in. And one of the things I love about this acetate is like tucking little things underneath it, just because it has those wide, stripe, the where it's clear, it's really wide, so you can see things pretty clearly through it. And so, I just love tucking things underneath there. Added another piece of that strip up top, the hearts. And then I'm going to add some enamel dots. And I actually got to a point after the enamel dots where I thought I was done. But I do end up adding a little bit more stamping. So I have a couple different colors of purple that I'm adding here. Just different purple enamel dots. And then I think I try to play around with some gold washi that doesn't end up making it on the layout. I think I didn't like the color of gold compared to the gold that was on the chipboard letters up top, so it just seemed to clash a little bit, so I left that off. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also add another piece of washi here, and it's from one of those little books. I think it's from Pink Paisley. Yeah, it's from Pink Paisley. Excuse me. And it was just one of the Pink Fresh Studio Felicity washi stickers. Sorry, I said that was from Pink Paisley. It's from Pink Fresh Studio. I'm getting my P's mixed up. Pink Fresh and Pink Paisley. All right, and I just wanted to make sure that was even on there just because it was going across. And here's where I thought I was done with the layout, but I'm going to come in and actually do a little bit more stamping. So I'm going to add this little stamp that says My People, and I'm just making that a part of that border, or that little strip of paper. So it just kind of goes across like a border. And then the other thing I do is I take some, like a heart stamp, and I just add a few of those around by the enamel dots. Well, I guess that one's up by the Adore, and then I add some down below underneath that black card by an enamel dot. And then once that's done, the layout is complete. So I really enjoyed doing this series with the stamping. I have so many stamps that it just makes sense to do as much stamping on my layouts as I can. So this was a really good exercise for me, and so I hope you all enjoyed it too. I'm hoping that eventually I will do another one of these series with stamping, since people seem to really enjoy it. So hopefully that will be coming in the future. But for now, that's it, and there'll be a different series on my channel coming up soon. So thanks everyone, and I will catch you next time.